YouTube. Just want to record this real quick because something crossed my mind the other day. It's actually weird. It's a really bright spot. I don't know where that's coming from. But anyways, uh, I was sitting here thinking about uh games and how they don't interest us anymore as we get older. And what I mean by that is, or what I really want to say is, our perception of a game being bad and us just truly kind of growing out of that genre or, that style or type of game. Um, Listening to a podcast and, I listen to this podcast every week. I always wait for it to pop up. And something was said about Call of Duty, World War II. Now, I was super hyped. I'm pretty sure, like many others, COD World War II, just the thought of going back to like World War II style gameplay for a Call of Duty game was enough to be like, gotta get it, gotta play it. Pre-ordered everything. Game dropped, played the hell out of it. Um, Beat the story campaign, played a little bit of online, never got to zombies. Like, I think the last time I was really truly into a zombies mode was Black Ops 1. And I was kinda into zombies. I wasn't even into zombies like that. It always creeped me the hell out. So I was never truly into zombies. Actually, real quick sidebar conversation. The reason I don't like zombies is because I remember when I was younger, it had to have been World at War was out. And this is me before I knew that there was a zombies mode for COD World at War. So I played through the entire story mode, beat it, credits roll, this, that, and the other. I can't remember if you couldn't skip the credits or something. As a child, I'm 25 right now. So, I mean, I can probably tell you how old I exactly was. Um, I remember it like, what was it? When the hell did World at War drop? That was 2000 and why the hell is there no date on here? Okay, that was '08. I mean, I graduated high school 2010. And this is November '08. So yeah, that seems pretty realistic. Now I don't know. I'm assuming I probably beat it. I might have beat it in '08 or '09. I didn't even own the game. It wasn't even my game, but I do remember playing it and beating it. And sadly, in '08, I definitely already had to at least been 16. But it creeped me the hell out. You beat the story mode. You go through the credits. Oh my god, I loved Black Ops. I loved Black Ops. I loved Black Ops. With World at War, zombies caught me the hell off guard. And this is the thing. World at War was supposed to be that uh, the last World War II era based Call of Duty game. So, that's what I had grown up on was Call of Duty being set in a World War II setting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure when World at War came out, shoot, was Modern Warfare already had dropped? I think Modern Warfare had already dropped. So, like, I guess this was them officially like, okay, we gotta finish off World War II and move on. Because you already had the success from Modern Warfare. I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, Modern Warfare had definitely been out and did Iron Man numbers at this point. But you have World at War, and then you move into Vietnam with Black Ops, and I like that segue. I liked how you it was still more of that old school Call of Duty where you're bringing these characters in the story. These characters are moving on, you know? Um, and you got that with that COD game. I think COD 3 was the only one that I don't think had any, continuing character from another game, maybe, and I just wasn't paying any attention. I played the hell out of COD 3 too. I really did. I played the hell out of that game. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I played the hell out of that game on Xbox 360. Um, but yeah, we go into uh the the Vietnam era and, like we said, modern warfare and this, that, and the other, and we move on away from World War II, and then they hit us with we're going back. Trailer looks fucking beautiful, amazing. Game comes out. Like I said, I played the story first. I went straight through the story. I went straight through the campaign. I'm a campaign type of dude. Like, I cannot play a COD game and not play the campaign. Keep in mind, this is something I should have probably said in the beginning. Last COD I played was, I can't remember which one came out first. I can't remember if Black Ops 2 dropped first or if Advanced Warfare 3. I can't remember. But those were the last two COD games I remember playing. Advanced Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3 and anything past that. I think I may have put Black Ops 3 in, or even Ghosts, and I just could not rock with it. Couldn't do it. Then I actually have been hearing a lot that the campaign for, I want to say, Infinite Warfare, I want to say the campaign for that one is actually, from what I've heard, is great. It's amazing. I want to say, a lot of people will say that the campaign for Infinite Warfare is great. But I don't know if I'll ever play, unless I literally pick it up years from now for like $10 or something or less, then I'll actually play that campaign. And it probably is fucking good. I wouldn't be surprised. It probably is really good. But you get the campaign for World War II, and it's like, it's alright. Multiplayer, decent. It's COD multiplayer. It's COD multiplayer. But what you have to realize at this point, I started back on like the first COD game I ever played wasn't even COD. I mean, I fucking played Medal of Honor. I remember playing Medal of Honor as a young kid way before COD. I remember Medal of Honor was the shit. Medal of Honor was the shit. So it only makes sense to, that when those guys who made Medal of Honor left, created Infinity Ward, and made Call of Duty, oh yeah, you definitely were getting a next level first person shooter, World War II era type of game. And if anything, COD was even better purely for the fact that it wasn't like the behind the scenes. Like, Medal of Honor was always kind of sort of like behind the scenes World War II in a sense. Like, those early Medal of Honor games were, they were kind of sneaky behind the scenes. Whereas COD, you kind of got some missions where these were huge historical battles where, you look left, look right, guys dying all around you type of missions. That's what you were getting with COD. You had some missions like that with Medal of Honor, but most of the missions weren't like that. They were more kind of like espionage, behind the scenes. We're going to do this. We're going to infiltrate this, infiltrate that, and it's you and, the same characters for the game. I think even the character you played as was the same guy, and I think a couple of the Medal of Honor games So that's kind of how that was. But COD opened the shit up to a whole new fucking thing. But yeah, like I said, I'm already 10 minutes in this, and I'm sitting here reminiscing. But we hear that COD's coming back. It's going back to World War II, and I'm like, you know what? Battlefield's the shit, and I fucked with Battlefield heavy. I've made a video about this before, and I think it was about COD World War II. Shit, I can't remember. I was like, COD World War II is gonna be the shit, and it ended up kind of being, It wasn't bad, but it definitely wasn't good. It didn't live up to the hype. That's what it did not do. But this is what I will say. Battlefield, I truly kind of sort of believe, will always be the more overall realistic-ish multiplayer experience. Because Battlefield, if anything, I think I lied to you when I said Medal of Honor / COD was my first FPS, this, that, and the other. No. First actual online, like playing, getting killed by other people type of multiplayer type of game, FPS, was Battlefield 1942. That I fucked with heavily. Battlefield 1942. That was my game. There was no story campaign mode. Like, there was a campaign, but it wasn't a story mode. Like, it wasn't like COD. So COD, to me, I was getting this story, this amazing, beautiful story. And then 1942 would give me that multiplayer. You know, that conquest. That's what it's called, conquest. I would get that from that. So of course you hear World War II, you know, oh shit, they're trying to basically head up straight up duel with DICE, EA, you know, they're trying to come at Battlefield with this one. They're trying to come at Battlefield with this one. And in my mind, I'm like, Battlefield can make one move. Battlefield can go back to World War II. Battlefield can remake Battlefield 1942, except this time with that same god tier level multiplayer in those same original maps. But this time we're going to actually have a story, you know, a campaign to go along with it. Battlefield does that. It's a wrap. But who knows what they're going to do? Who knows what they're about to do? But Call of Duty, I come to that realization. I'm 25, so I'm thinking of guys, thinking of people that are at least between the ages of 30 and about, I want to say 20, but not really. I want to say honestly between 35 and 25, 35 and 25, in that age bracket. We had gone through what I somewhat consider like the golden era of FPS games, in a sense. I really truly do think we have. We went through that golden age of first-person shooters, multiplayer and campaign-wise. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still first-person shooters coming out that are amazing, this, that, and the other. But it's like, what are we going to do when it reaches that point where it's like, what new can be done? Like, what else can be done? Like, it's really, truly going to hit that point. What else can be made? Call of Duty literally is on its way to being like, bruh, there really ain't many more games you can make. Like, what are you going to really do now? Like, Call of Duty, believe it or not, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. But the other thing is, we aged out. That's what I come to realize. We aged out. We really, truly did. Most of us between the ages of 25 and 35, I feel like us playing these games and us being like, bruh, this, like, we're wrecking shit. What were we doing? We were in high school. We were with our boys. We all had free time at the same time. We all got out of school at the same time. So we knew the moment we got to the crib, maybe I was going to do homework. Maybe I was going to be the responsible kid and do my homework first. But 99% of the time, I'm hopping straight on Xbox Live. And I'm about to go in on Call of Duty. We about to party up and go ham for hours on hours. Same thing even at the college level. So if I'm like 14, 15 in high school, let's fast forward 5 years from now, to somebody who was 20 years old when I was 15 years old. 20 years old, you're probably a sophomore, junior in college. You're balancing things, but at the end of the day, you kind of still have a nice damn chunk of time to go in on a video game. You really do. You still got a nice chunk of time to sit there and squad up with the boys and go in on a video game. Now then, even if I go 5 more years to somebody who's 25 years old, well, at this point in time, you're 25. Your video gaming time is kind of down to the weekends. But like I said, that's all of us were in that golden age, that golden era of fucking FPS games, and it's like, Jesus Lord, it can't get better than this. We were spoiled. So, like I said, that's what has me sitting there looking at it like, are these games truly bad, or did we age out? And even on another podcast, I have one podcast, they said that, but then even on another podcast, kind of before, and it wasn't even talking about Call of Duty, I don't think, but it was just in general. It's like, is this game bad because we don't get it? Is this game bad because it's not made for us? We've already lived through that beautiful World War II era for Call of Duty. We've already lived through that. We already lived through it. We had COD. Don't have me go down this damn list. And like I said, I'm gonna count Medal of Honor. Because Medal of Honor, like I said, it was the beginning. But even back then, like, online multiplayer wasn't, well, yeah, I want to say even online multiplayer wasn't as nearly as close as big as it is now. Like, online multiplayer is an automatic thing at this point. Back then, playing Medal of Honor, I'm trying to remember, they had a multiplayer, but it was like, first of all, if they had online, how many people were really on? You get what I'm saying? I feel like people ain't truly multiplayer games in the sense of online, not co-op, not couch co-op, not people having to be there, not local player, no. True online multiplayer. And this is purely just straight up, like, this is what I'm saying. We were in that golden age. Because honestly, at the end of the day, that golden age may really, in retrospect, it may have been the Xbox 360, PS3, Wii era. Because that's when we're getting true, real multiplayer, squad up with the boys, the Xbox Live party chat, the one damn ear, the mic, plugging it into the damn bottom, running to find batteries, putting the damn battery pack on the charger. Like literally 2 a.m. in a dark room, fucking eyes still glued to the screen, getting ready to run our 100th match of COD. I don't know, like I said, if we just aged out or we just CODed ourselves out. Like we played so much damn COD in our day that it really truly is just like the odds and chances of continuing on is so low. Because, like I said, the last COD I played, Modern Warfare, I want to say Black Ops 2. I can't remember which one came out which. Modern Warfare 3, I fucked with pretty decently. I liked it. I liked Modern Warfare 3. I haven't played them. Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, I'm pretty sure came out when I was in college. So like I said, I was still going bananas on that game. I still had that level of time to sit there, 4-day weekend, let's go, squad up and play some Call of Duty. And fucking hit max prestige. That's all it was. You know how many days of class I missed? Because COD dropped. Every college age male in America, when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, no, actually, was it Modern Warfare 3? I don't think it was Modern Warfare 2. It could have been Modern Warfare 2. But you got these games dropping, and you think people not about to take off? Modern Warfare 2 dropped when I was in high school. Like I said, golden age. Golden age. Modern Warfare, COD 4 Modern Warfare dropped 07. Then you got 08, 09. I was a sophomore when Modern Warfare dropped. I was a senior when Modern Warfare 2 dropped. I mean, we can't sit here and pretend like we didn't get God tier games. And then on top of that, the next year, Black Ops dropped. They was expecting me to be a successful college freshman. And y'all gonna drop Black Ops like that? Fuck out of here. They set me up for failure. I still remember first semester of my freshman year. Them the worst grades I had ever got in my life. The Lord, how did I make it? I don't know. But you have Black Ops, and then I want to say you had Black Ops, and then you definitely had to have had Modern Warfare 3, and then Black Ops 2. And like I said, after that, it was just like, I can't remember. I don't know. We lived through the golden age. We had story campaign modes that sucked us in. Soap, McTavish, Mason, like you remember these things. Call of Duty Black Ops, damn game menu. Even that itself was like, bruh. The fact that you can break out of the chair, that shit was amazing. Like we had something special. We had something special. And from there went on, you know. And I feel like we got older, we got less time. But it wasn't that we just got less time, but then we were competing against these younger kids who, it's not like they weren't there during the golden era as well. They were literally like newborn babies into this. Like this is something that they were accustomed to. Like they picked it up way easier. all COD World War II was somewhat of a nostalgia thing, but you got to keep in mind the real Infinity Ward had already been gone. The real Infinity Ward had already been gone. And I should have known. I'm like, there's no way we were truly going to get a real World War II era COD game. Like it was, but my standards and expectations were that of OG Infinity Ward COD. Like, and it's not like it didn't deliver that, but at the same time, it was like it wasn't the same. I played the story campaign. I was like, yeah, it's alright. Multiplayer, it's alright. But this game is meant for these younger guys. Because guess what? They haven't grown up in a world where majority of the competitive FPS games that were dropping were like, majority of those games the games that they came up on were like Modern Warfare. Like these dudes came up on Modern Warfare. You get what I'm saying? Like you see the difference? Like I'm sitting here talking about I came up on Battlefield 1942 and Medal of Honor and OG COD and this, that, and the other. These dudes came up on like COD 3 and Modern Warfare and Black Ops. It's not the same. These games ain't meant for us no more. Like I find myself playing so many other things. Like I didn't even wear glasses. I was not born wearing glasses. I think I played so much COD in my life. When they tell you staring at that video game all day, it was not a joke. My vision is shit now. That's how much COD has been played. These games are not for us. So there's a reason why Call of Duty still was the number one seller of 2017. Because it's Call of Duty. But this game is for this younger group of guys. They haven't grown up with the World War II era game. For them, this was their Saving Private Ryan. This was their Saving Private Ryan. Like this was it. Because you got to think, they got this. These kids are getting a fucking history lesson. They got Battlefield 1 teaching them about World War 1. They got this. They got this teaching them about World War 2. What's next? All they need, somebody's going to come out with another Vietnam era game. Or the kids, they just might hop back straight to Black Ops, honestly. This was for them. We had a shit ton load of World War II era games. We've had the holy grail of FPS. We had it. I think it's us that we just kind of sort of honestly have moved on. I think it really is. I never had the PS3. And actually, I think I can't remember. I can't remember if it was originally PS3 only or if I just never had it. I can't fucking remember. But I had never had LA Noire. LA Noire. LA Noire. I can never say it. And then I was like, okay, remastered PS4. I literally, over winter break, caught it for a decent little price. I was hoping and praying it would go on sale. Caught it on sale. I went through that damn game. Beat it all in a couple days. And I was thoroughly enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Because the pacing was that of a game, A, first, that was made and came out back during that golden age, A. And then B, it was something that fit more of my current lifestyle. Monday through Friday, I'm teaching. My only free time is if we got a holiday or a spring break, summer break, or the weekends. So to run through a game like LA Noire, Neujahr. Oh my god, I can't say it. But to have a game like that fits a lot better than the COD, because COD is a game that you kind of gotta dedicate some time into. We're talking about literally a game you come home every day, hop on. Those are the people who enjoy COD. If your time does not match that style of game, like in order to not be left behind, in order to really truly this, that, or the other, you have to consistently play it. You don't play COD for 2 weeks, you suck. You come back and you kind of suck at it. That's the other thing you have to factor in. So yeah, like I said, we have aged out in a sense. We have aged out. Unless you're a professional gamer, unless playing games all day is what you do for a living. For those who are more not in that realm of the world, where playing games all day ain't what we do it in our free time, and our free time isn't that much free time, then yeah. 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 That's all I can really say. Yeah. COD ain't for us. So, in retrospect, if I were trying to look at this through the eyes of a I'm 25 right now, so let me jump back 10 years of a 15-year-old kid. 15-year-old kid. 15-year-old kid. That would be me in '07. And then I just said Modern Warfare 1 dropped in '07. Just think about that. COD 4 Modern Warfare dropped in '07. 15-year-old version of me playing that damn game. You see the difference? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? There's differences. There's differences. The impact that that game has on a 15-year-old who has never truly played any sort of World War II type era type game could have hit a lot harder, you know, compared to us grown adults who have literally had some of the best World War II era games. That's the difference. So, peace.